Hey guys, Glenn here. This was my issue with the Prusa Mk3s. It was sometimes heating up, sometimes not, and pretty much the nozzle would be at full and the bed would not even attempt to heat, or it would attempt and it would fail. So you're about to see it fail. I was lucky enough to get the bed that was newer that did not require soldering. So this is my journey. Make sure you watch the whole video because I made a couple mistakes within it.
Alright, I got it heating up. You can see that the red light's not on. Now it's on. Now it's off. Now it's on. Here's my problem. Alright. I'm going to take this sheathing back. So I can see the wires. See what's going on here. Looks like I could just put this right back on afterwards. Wires look okay. What's this? There it is. There's the brake. That's amazing. Why did it break like that? It's just like straight up broke. Wow. Right in half. That's crazy. So, as you can see, the smallest that I got here. So the ratchet's not going to work. I'm going to have to do these little tiny things with a... Man. So I don't really have the right tools, but it'll work. I mean, you got to be careful this wire. I mean, geez. Not the best design. See this wire right there? You don't want to like try to be moving this and cut into it. What a pain in the butt. No, I don't have any, like I'm a carpenter and handyman originally. That's the tools I have. Wow. This is something. All you gotta do is loosen it up, but the problem is when I tighten this again, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Wow. Now I think I'm gonna do it a different way. I'm gonna use my needle nose. Probably not clamped down that much. Let's see. Yeah, needle nose will work better. That's the best tool I got for this right now, so it is what it is. Now, this will make it a lot easier. I had to figure out which orientation that I wanted to flip it in, because it was a pain in the butt. Figured that one out for a second. I had to take off the spool, which I should have done before I started this, but you know, this is the first time me fixing this, so if I fix this again, it'll be lickety split, nice and easy. I got this video to reference. Alright, Alright, so what you're going to do is put the Allen key in and remove this middle bolt. Figured out that it was just spinning around, wasting my time. Now you don't have to figure that out, because that is how that comes off. Alright. Ooh, now look at this. See that right there? Boom. I mean, they certainly made this a lot easier to repair than it was, for sure. So these two bolts were hidden underneath the shroud. So you gotta take off the two bolts in the back, then the bolt in the middle, take off the shroud, so the bottom shroud, then the top shroud, and then these two bolts are the last culprits. Don't forget to, don't lose these. Put everything where it's not going to disappear. This one's still pretty tight. In fact, this is the broken one. Doesn't look like this is broken at all, so what I could do is just splice in a new piece here. But I'm going to need these. Do I have these connectors? What do you think? I got those in the garage? Probably not. Let's go find out. So, even though one is broken, I'm gonna cut both of these lines the same size. Found these in the garage, so they're a little bit bigger of a hoop, but they should work. So, brake is here. I'm gonna go right here, and I hope that it'll still work. Now, if you don't have a stripper, this takes some finessing. You gotta kind of learn how to do it. But now you leave a little bit, you know, the size of the tool usually. And you put like a slight amount of pressure on it, hold it tight, and then turn it until it slowly cuts through. You're gonna need some sharp tools, so it's kind of a pain in the butt because this is so squishy. It's not a rigid, so because it's not a rigid, I'm gonna get a stripper. All right. I don't know what gauge is this. I have no idea. So normally you would have better strippers than these. I just realized someone took mine, never returned it. So there's that. Need to take a little bit extra off of that one. Because when you strip this, it kind of like stretches it out, unfortunately. So go, something like that. Do this one. So I'm going to try to avoid replacing the 2 wires completely, because the rest of it looks okay. So if it's too short, or if it breaks again, then I'll know I gotta get 2 more wires. Alright, so these are crimps. Also, make sure you make a note which one went on which. It's a good idea. Alright, not too hard, not too soft, but definitely a little bit harder than you think it will be to hold it. But you don't want to crush it completely. Alright. This is why I keep all of my extra little things in assorted little boxes, because you always need them eventually in life. Time to put this back together. For me, the black was on the top. Just hand tighten it. Make it nice and snug. Alright, now before I completely put this back together, we're going to do a little test bed, heat up. Because everybody that's watching this video right now knows they like taking things apart 3 or 4 times. Okay, there's power, that's a plus. Do a heat bed test. Alright, the bed is set to 60. Just the bed. No reason to heat anything else up. Let's go to the info screen. It's 26, 27, 29. Hallelujah. Woo! Hallelujah. It's working. Alright, turn it off. Let's put it all back together and we are done. Make sure you guys, before you start working on anything, turn it off in the back and then unplug it. No reason to get shocked. Alright, everything's unplugged again. We're gonna put the shroud. The shroud is on. Tighten it up. And once you know the trick here, it's a lot easier. Okay, snug enough. And this one, just gonna go right in between there. I mean, honestly, it broke right at this connection, so this might be the problem. You know, it's got to be on there for keep everything from moving, I guess, but it broke like right there. So I'm gonna make sure I don't tighten this down too much. I'm just gonna keep it somewhat snug. I should put this on first. Which is easier said than done. Now this is a little bit longer than it was, so we're going to gently tuck it in there to take up the slack. You don't want to snap it in half though, so be careful. And then we're going to have to cut some slack off of this, I'm sure, too. I got some scissors up here in the office I'll use. Alright, so that's down to that. Tuck this in there. We're going to cut right here. Making sure not to cut anything that's vital. Alright. So tuck it all the way around, tuck this back in there, nice and gentle. And take my little coupler. Put it back on, but this time I'm not going to wrench it down like Prusa did, because it probably was too tight. Let's do a couple turns on one to get it in there. Come on now. This other one seems to want to go first. Okay. Wow. It's not like my new setup. I mean, in all honesty, I probably don't really need it. Let's see. Yeah, the kid. I mean, it's supposed to be for anti-chafing here. If I just leave this off, it'll probably last a lot longer, but then I gotta worry about this. So what I'm actually going to do is, because this is all like a little bit thicker now, no, can't do that either. So what I'm going to do, not that I completely recommend doing anything that I do, I'm going to electrical tape this instead of putting this shroud on, because I think that was the problem of why this broke, as well as this needs to stay tucked in so it doesn't come out past here and rub against the frame. So I'm going to tuck it in like that, give it a couple wind arounds, and that should hold up a lot longer than the original. Just make it nice and tight, because now it's gonna be able to freely move rather than getting crushed. It was getting crushed, really. I'm thinking that's the problem. If this fails or something, I'll let you guys know. There we go. Looks great. If she works, she works. That's the whole point. I don't care if it's pretty. And there she is in all her glory, printing. It was a pretty easy fix. So, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it.